Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Sunday, baby. It's Sunday and I'm excited. First off, let me just say what a solid move. Switching positions. Literally, I'm just over the desk and this looks so much better. This looks so much better with the stage, the Yoga Leroy in the background, backlit. I put a light now in front of it. Let me show you. So there's a light on the ceiling so it's shining on that Yoga Leroy. Oh, man, I'm telling you, the studio is taking form, baby. What a good move, man. I've been making some solid moves. I've been making some solid moves. I haven't been posting um, father son sketches every day. I think I posted 3 last week, but those 3 that I posted really mattered. They really mattered and they really hit. And that's really the trick, posting good content and then following the algorithm strategy, which has been for me putting the reel on trials until it slows down on trials. And as soon as it slows down on trials, throw it over to your page. And sometimes it slows down at 3,000 views and a few hundred likes. But this last reel slowed down at 61,000 views. And how I could really tell, now I'm starting to see how I could really tell if a reel slows down. For some reason, I get so many likes and follows while I'm sleeping, which means that on the East Coast, people are getting that reel and liking it and following it. So if I don't wake up to X amount of likes and follows, then I know that that reel slowed down overnight, and then I throw it on my page. So I've been, just following that strategy, and yeah, man, it's been a good it's been a good week, man. I've averaged on Instagram 100 new followers a day. This is the best my Instagram has ever done. Out of how many years have I been on Instagram? This is the best I've done on social media. So it's worth celebrating, man. I mean, I know last week we talked about small wins. It feels like a really big small win for me because I've been trying to figure out this social media game for a long time. Also, as you know, I'm getting into streaming. I'm streaming here. Got one person looking at me right now. Nothing big happening on the YouTube stream. Here's my issue. I like YouTube. Even though YouTube does not like me, I like being here. I like being on YouTube. I would like to find a way to make YouTube work. I like being here, but being on YouTube isn't necessarily the smartest strategy for me. Someone that doesn't have a lot of engagement on YouTube, even though my engagement has grown just a little bit. Um, Thank you, Dixie. I'm cute. Go to dinner with me this week. Done. Let's go. You name the place. I'm there. I like YouTube. Would love to blow up on YouTube. YouTube I've always liked YouTube. But yeah, YouTube has a lot of downsides to it. Number one, their community guidelines are a little excessive. Not a little bit, a lot of it. But I do understand it because YouTube is big time. It's the number one streaming platform. So I understand that. Um, I think YouTube intentionally hides certain people and certain accounts. When I post, it's hard for me to stay consistent posting shorts on YouTube Shorts, like sketch shorts, because YouTube only gives me a certain amount of likes and shows And I've never, out of 15 years being on YouTube, they cap me at a certain number. So whatever is going on with that little algorithm business that they got where they capping people, it's very discouraging to stay consistent posting. Now, at least on Instagram and TikTok, you could see yourself breaking through that ceiling, that algorithm ceiling. Instagram is really setting you up to win by showing you and giving you certain tools to help grow your page, like the trials. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that so very much because honestly, Instagram, it has become the industry standard as a comedian and in some regards as an actor. If you have a lot of followers on Instagram, you made it in this entertainment game's eyes, in our peers' eyes, in Hollywood. People are getting booked, and people are booking movies just based on their following, not necessarily based on their body of work. So my goal is to have 100,000 followers by July. That has been my goal. So I'm really focused on this YouTube channel, baby, or not YouTube, but uh, Instagram channel. But I've decided, because I do have a special place in my heart for YouTube, I'm going to keep the Triggered Yogi on YouTube along with the other platforms that I really should be focused on, which are Kick and TikTok Live, baby. Now I need to figure out how to connect my TikTok Live to this Ecamm system, and that's what I'm going to be doing today, because next week I am going to dive all the way in. I've talked to a couple good friends that are streamers that have been really making some moves in the streaming world, and they gave me some advice. And next week, I'm going to start longer streams in the morning, and I'm going to start my TikTok live stream next week. So I got to figure out how to get that system all worked out. Big things. I performed last night. The best thing about last night was my outfit. It was fire. The outfit was fire, baby. The outfit was fire, man. I'm gonna when I really, man, I just have so many ideas for content. Like when I get this streaming thing off the ground, I'm gonna start streaming my little shopping escapades, because I do kind of pride myself as somebody that knows how to find cheap, really funky, cool looking outfits on a budget. And it's fun for me. I do like to shop and stuff like that. So I think that could be a really fun stream. Just, you know, let me go find a fire outfit for under $200 or something like that. Fire outfit for under $200. Where am I gonna go? Man, first place I'm going is Zara. You know what I'm saying? Zara. All right, man. Listen. The stream today, this morning, is dry. It must be everybody is at church. I'm not mad at that. You know what I'm saying? On Sunday, y'all should be seeking the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad at the dryness of this stream this Sunday morning. It's been a great weekend. Man, my son, my son, he has so many great things happening in his life. But he's also finding ways to find some lessons. Man, goodness gracious. Uh, Something happened yesterday where my son has a habit at this, play some 2K. I think I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna have no choice but start playing video games. And my son plays 2K, and yeah, I just never was a video game person, really. I mean, I was when it was simple. In those simpler times, when it was just the Nintendo little Mario Brothers, jump, go, jump, jump, like that simple. As soon as they started making those controllers all super fancy and all the buttons on the controllers, I was like, nah, that's too much for me. That's too much for me. This brain ain't prepared for all them buttons. But I did play. You know, the thing about these games is, especially if you play any sports, they do get you super emotional, man. But I think that could make for a good stream. But yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right, man. I think you're right. I gotta start playing some 2K. I gotta get out of my comfort zone, and I gotta start streaming that 2K business. I think you are right in that regard. So, you right. You right. You right. I don't know how to set that up. I don't even know what that looks like. A lot of this stuff I just have to figure out. Starting with getting on TikTok live. That's going to be the goal for today. What was I talking about? My son. I was talking about my son. He had an AAU basketball game. And he's with this AAU team that tapped in. Jay Hud, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Happy Sunday. Hope you're doing well. I'm a little tired. I performed late last night, and yeah, but I'm up. Made it to the stream on time, baby. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I was talking about my son because my son finds hard lessons, and my son has a lot of things that he struggles with. I struggled with growing up. And let me tell you a big thing that I struggled with growing up. Being light-skinned, having light eyes, and not feeling like I fit in with black people. I struggled with that. So I struggled with always wanting to show my people, my black people, that I'm down. I'm good. I'm with y'all. I'm part of us. I'm part of the culture. You know what I'm saying? I struggled with that. My son struggles with that. He's half black, half white. If you think I'm light skinned, he's light skinned. You know what I'm saying? So he's struggling with that. So we had a conversation because he did something in the game. And this is not only is he struggling with that, but also my son struggles with immaturity because kids in this area kind of their maturity level kind of stays. It's a little, Jay, it's a little bit farther behind than ours was. Like our generation and generations after us, millennials and XY or whatever. I don't know what's that. What's after millennials, man? We grew up really fast. Like we wanted our license by the time we were 15. We wanted to be driving. We wanted to be independent. I needed a job. I needed to be making my own money, even though my son is doing that. He is making his own money. But these kids, and it's a lot of the parents' fault. we've been babying these kids. Like we take them everywhere. My wife, she takes them everywhere. She has them in all these tournaments. She has them in all these trainings, and when I was an athlete, if I didn't find a way to get to practice or get to my training, I wasn't going. So we were a lot more independent than these kids are. So I think we have something to do with keeping these kids a little bit behind. So my son, he's a junior in high school. His maturity level, it's starting to catch up, but he'll have moments. And yesterday he had a moment. So it was the end of the game. My son had a good game. He does get excited. He was excited. He was having fun, which I love. He was excited. He was having fun. It was at the end of the game. There was like maybe 2 minutes on the scoreboard, and he was shooting free throws. Now, he's on this team. He's on this AAU basketball team that's really, really good, really, really strong. And they have and dude, when kids are good at basketball, everybody's watching them. You can't be. You gotta stay locked in. So this is what the talk I had with my son yesterday, because he sent me this video of what happened. He was shooting free throws. They were up by like 20, 25. It was the end of the game. He was shooting free throws, and the kids on the bench were telling him to hit it off the backboard and dunk it. Jay, hit it off the backboard and dunk it. Hit it off the backboard and dunk it. During the game, guys. During the game, yeah, man. Kids, listen. When as soon as I turned 18, as soon as I got my letter to go to college, I was so fucking out of there. I was so out of there. But the dynamic in my house was a lot different than the dynamic when I was growing up than the dynamic in this house. You know what I'm saying? But oh man, I couldn't wait to grow up and get the fuck out of my house. You understand? So my son, so the kids on the bench were gassing him up to do this thing, to throw the ball on the backboard and try to dunk it. Oh my God. Like, why would you do that? Oh my God. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? I mean, but this is the issue, and I know what he was going through. Like he has this silliness in him when he's having fun, and he wants to impress his friends. And there's a time and a place to try to impress your friends or try to be silly. And during a game where everybody is watching and everybody is taking notes, everybody's taking notes, whether they got a pen and pad out or not. Everybody's taking notes on these kids. Basketball in Southern California is a big deal. And in a lot of ways, AAU basketball in Southern California is a bigger deal than high school in a lot of ways. And it's political, and it's weird. I don't like it, because I didn't do sports like that. I played football, you know. So he throws the ball off the backboard and tries to dunk it. Now, this kind of, I mean, when I talked to him, I wasn't upset, but that pisses me off. You know, I went to the first game, and if I was at that game, I don't think he would have done that. I don't think he would have done that if I was at the second game. And when there's no men around, like leaders around that my son respects, he kind of acts out of character a little bit, and that was that was a moment where he acted out of character, or he not necessarily out of character because he's a silly kid, but he acted. He wasn't locked in. He was a little. He let his friends gas him up, and it was a setup, man. Kids do this. They set you up. They say do this, do this, do this, and then you do it, and you're like, oh yeah, Steven is the owner of the AAU training facility, and my son really respects him. And this guy is sharp. This training guy, basketball training guy, he's really sharp. I really like this guy, and and they're like, "Oh man, you shouldn't have done that." I'm like, "Nigga, y'all were telling him to do it." But now you see how kids set each other up. They set them up, but at the same time, that was stupid. And this is what I said to my son. I was like, "Bro, that was so dumb, bro. Like, that was so dumb. It didn't make any sense. I don't know why you would do that. Have you ever been able to hit the ball off the backboard from the free throw line and then dunk it? Have you ever done that in your life?" No. So why the fuck would you do that or try that, attempt that during a game where Brian, your coach, is watching? You got two refs. The other coach from the other team is watching. All those kids that you don't know, that you just competed with, are watching. All your teammates are watching. All their parents in the stand. Why would you think that that was a good idea? A dunk that you've never done in your life to do at that time. That was stupid. Straight up. That was not smart. And I just had to be real with him, bro. Like he was having fun. Yes, he was having fun, but there's a time and a place. He's a junior in high school. He's a junior in high school, and there's a maturity thing going on with these kids. I get that, but the scouts don't get that. These colleges don't get that. These colleges are be like, oh, these colleges aren't going to pull up and be like, oh, he's just a little immature. He'll grow up. No, they're going to send you to junior college. They're going to be like, go do a couple years in junior college, and maybe you'll pull your fucking head out of your ass, and then we could, work with you. So, recruiters want free throw percentage. Who is this ham writer? What's a ham writer? What is a ham writer? I've never heard ham writer before. You know when trolls pop on here, I like to imagine what you look like. Because of course you're never gonna show yourself because you're a coward. But I like to imagine what you look like ham writer, especially like with your ideas of what insults are, like ham writer, like a ham writer, someone that would say ham writer, definitely a white guy. Okay, you're probably about 50 to 75 pounds overweight. Because the first thing you think to roast somebody with is food. That's a fat ass motherfucker right there. So you're probably 50 to 75 pounds overweight, balding, you wear glasses. You haven't been outside in a day and a half. So my doctor's orders, Vickin, go outside. The average baby oil technician. Now that I do believe. That I do believe. All right, man. Play some 2K. Yeah, man. I'm gonna have to get on them sticks, man. I'm gonna have to get on them sticks. Maybe today I'll play with my son. White is right. The rest was missed. I don't know. I just don't know. I think I hit it on the nose, to be honest. Drop all trolls, bro. Yeah, my stream ain't really popping like that. I gotta let the trolls live, man. I gotta let the trolls live until this stream gets a little bit more active, man. And honestly, I've been having fun with these trolls, man, because Like if you really break down what a troll is, it's a lonely guy. And I'm a little sad for these lonely guys on the internet, just surfing the internet, looking for somebody to be mean to so they feel better in life, you know. It's a little sad. It's a sad reality, and I can't just drop 'em. I can't drop them. I can't drop them. I got a heart. I got a heart of gold, and you know, I don't need these trolls to like get so frustrated that they go out and shoot up a school or something, you know? So, gotta be friendly to these little fucking mud fucking rats on the fucking internet. Nobody cares, sweetheart. Whatever. Okay. You care. You're on the stream. What you see how trolls can't even troll right. You can't even be mean right. You're on the stream, bro. You're on the stream. It don't even make sense. It don't even make sense. Like for me to get upset about it, and I understand you want me to crash out. Sometimes I do, you know. Yesterday I crashed out a little bit from a troll. But you don't even make sense. You're just a sad sweetheart. You're the sweetheart. I'm not just stupid. Who called you stupid? Point me to him. All right. J Hud, what are we talking about? It's Sunday. I might not be able to give it to them today. Hey, Jay, don't even worry about it. We just chilling today. It's Sunday. It's the Lord's Day. You know what I'm saying? We're letting them live today. You know what I'm saying? I'm not crashing out today. I'm going to let them live. You can say what you want. Call me a sweetheart. Call me all the little names you want to call me. Oh, hurt my feelings. You know, at a certain age, like feelings don't get hurt anymore. I don't know how old you trolls are. I feel like you guys are probably like 8 to 15 years old. Trolls make you, I guess. Uh, First class goofball. I feel like you guys are like, you're in your teens or something. I hope so. My hope is most of you trolls are kids. Because it'd be sad if you guys were like in your 20s or 30s or 40s. Oh my God, that'd be so sad. But sometimes I imagine you as an old ass, just sad, depressed, lonely guy. But you kids, man, you guys, if you kids are trolling, now listen. You start getting addicted to trolling, and you don't go outside. You're not gonna, bro. You're learning the wrong things. Now listen to me now, okay? Listen to me now. Let's take this for instance. You know, you you think calling me a goofball is giving you some type of power. This is artificial. Go outside and call somebody a goofball to their face. Get punched in the face, then punch them in the face, and then have a fight like a fucking man. Where how come those things don't happen anymore? You're looking for fights on the internet like a bitch. You don't feel that? See, that's the problem. That's the problem with society these days. You don't feel like a bitch and you're okay with looking like one. It's not good. It's not healthy. I think it's because nobody sees you, but you gotta feel it. I mean, I know nobody sees you, but you gotta feel it a little bit. You gotta feel it a little bit. Do you feel it a little bit? Do you? You got to. You got to. So you're saying you're in the military. It's just so hard to believe, man. It's just so hard to believe. But Listen, I don't understand your life, then, I guess. But again, it's Sunday. We're going to let you live on the chat. Um, it's Sunday. God be with you. Thank you for your service, even though I don't think you were in the military. You Googled that. Stop talking to the trolls. Nobody else is talking to me, man. Nobody else is talking to me. All right, let's talk about something else. How long we been doing this? 30 minutes. That's not bad. I'm trying to go for 60. Trying to go for 60. Next week it's 90. I gotta step my game up, baby. I gotta step my game up. Today I'm shooting my boy Bryce Jared's podcast. That's at 2. My other boy Pat, he's gonna come through. We're gonna work on some content. I gave him a little pep talk last week. Told him like bro, you gotta get on this. You gotta get your shit together. You know, don't be me. Don't wait till you're in your 40s to start getting your shit together. This social media game, this live streaming game, this is how it's gonna be. And if you consider you're an entertainer, you have to have an online profile and it has to be popping. It is the only way. Don't give nothing. Motherfuckers with no profile pictures always the most opinionated people. Ain't it the goddamn truth? It's always the people that know they ugly. Let's start something, bro. Let's start something, man. Let's go. What do I know about Germany? Nothing. Man, I really need to start traveling. Like, I really need to start traveling, man. I really need to start traveling. Like, once I get my bread up, and it's coming, baby, I gotta start getting out of here. I gotta start traveling and going to places like Germany, like Europe. Yeah, I gotta start doing it. Let's see, J HUD. God bless everyone. You woke up this morning. How about starting a positive day? Amen, man. Facts. This streaming game ain't for the weak. It really isn't. I found that out. I found that out the first week. And I will say, like, yeah, I have trolls on here. They pop in and whatnot, but it's not as bad as it was the first month, bruh. The first month it was so distracting. I could not handle it. I had people spelling out the N word as a team. Like, it was crazy. So like it hasn't been like that in a while. So I do engage with the trolls a little bit. It's not as bad as it used to be when I first started. So we got another person in the military. Thank you for your service, brother. I don't know if you guys are really in the military or not. I come from a military family. My dad was in the Army. So was my grandfather. But they never wanted me to go. They were like, "You are not going to the military." So I didn't. You know. So I didn't. But yeah, man. So I got a nice little day. I gotta shoot another dad sketch. I got an idea for a little dad sketch that I'm going to shoot today. I gotta keep these father son sketches coming. They're bringing in the followers, so I gotta keep this joint going. You feel me? I'm already halfway to my goal of 100 followers a day. My goal is to get 100 new followers a day on the gram skis. And I'm halfway there, baby. Halfway there. You know what I'm saying? So I got this idea. I'm going to shoot. I think I'm going to shoot. Maybe I'll shoot it after this. I need to take a shower. All right, man. What are we talking about? Oh, back to one. Hey, bro, listen. rap about this real quick because the theme of the stream has been back to one. Why? Because, when it comes to a strategy, you have to adjust your strategy, and sometimes you make adjustments that kind of pull you all the way out of the strategy. Do you feel that? I kind of felt that last week because I was like, you know what? I'm not getting a lot of love on YouTube and Facebook. So let me just jump off of that and just get on Kick, right? And so I did that, and then I was like, you know what? Nah, that wasn't the move. That wasn't the move. I've been getting slow. I've been meeting and collecting good people on Facebook, or not Facebook, YouTube. Facebook is so dry. Oh man, but I gotta stay on it because it's part of the meta universe, right? So I've been, you know, uh, I actually might ban you, the higher 13. You come on here with these same dumbass questions every time. This is the kind of shit that bothers me, though. When you when you've been on the troll and you just have like this will make me crash out. I might, J Hud, what should I do? He comes on with these same random retarded ass questions every single time. I'm gonna let y'all be the judge. Y'all tell me if I should let this dude live or not on my feed. But that's the kind of shit that makes me want to just be like block somebody. Cause ugh. My family on my mom and father's both sides come from working at GM. They took care of their families. I love that. YouTube rewards daily content. It has not rewarded me yet, but I'm trying to stay consistent. I'm trying to stay consistent. How is it a dumbass question? It's a dumbass question because you've asked it before. Calling people cowards in the chat is a coward, bro. You don't get it because you're on the internet. But here's the thing about cowards: they know that they are. So I feel like you know who you are, truly, wholeheartedly. Because I'll tell you one thing: I'm not. I'm not a coward. You pull up, and we will see. We will see. We will see, baby. Anyways, I'm not going to crash out. Not today. What was I talking about? All right, Jack said ban that, so you're out of here. I asked for a vote. And the one person that gave me a vote said, you're a thumbs down. So, last words to the higher 13, fuck off. All right, back to one. Not crashing out, though. I'm swearing today, and it's the God's day. So, let me just apologize for that. Let me just apologize for swearing. Sorry, God. It takes a minute to get noticed, but this seems like something I would share. I appreciate that, Smooth. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for that feedback. Yeah. I'm not trying. I'm doing. I'm staying consistent. I'm staying plugged in. I'm staying locked in. And people like J Hud that pull up most days that really like. I gotta say, this is like my little appreciation speech to J Hud. J Hud pulls up on me. We tap in. He connects, and it makes me feel like I'm on the right. I'm doing the right thing. So I appreciate you, Jay. Feed the trolls. you gotta feed them to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? You got to. That's all. That's what I've learned about this. That's why I learned about this. I was saying something. I forgot what I was saying because I was distracted by that dumbass comment about me smoking cigarettes. Why does that matter? Why? Why? What's up with the like? What's up with the just random questions? That's what I don't get. But maybe that's what random questions do is make people crash out because they do they do make me feel a little way. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. These random ass like, oh, what color are your socks? Oh, you got socks on right now? These random dumbass questions, they do make me want to crash out. Cause it like just ruins my train of thought. I got old dude's brain. I gotta stay right here. Or thoughts gone. They just disappear, man. They just disappear. Like yesterday. 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 This is how old this is how my brain works. This is how I got old guy brain. Yesterday, I'm driving around all day. Had to go to Orange County, 2 hours away for my son's basketball game. Had to come back another 2 hours. Came here, showered, getting ready, uh, you know, because I had a comedy show. That comedy show's 45 minutes away. Rushing. I didn't eat all day. Had a protein shake. Boom, boom, boom. Get my outfit on. Posted a little outfit fit check for Instagram. Content, you feel me? Get out the house. Leave. On the road. Halfway there. Forgot. I have to poop. I forgot to poop all day long. I forget to poop like I forget my keys. It's like, God damn, I know I'm forgetting something. I know what I forget? Belle, would you stop with the licking? Goodness gracious. You only lick in here. Why? Why is this the licking room? Go on. Go on. Get out of here. Go. Go. Bye. And when I did my comedy set last night, the first 2 minutes I talked about forgetting to poop. They loved it. They absolutely loved it. I lost them at the end. I should have just kept talking about pooping. They were fucking loving that poop talk. I should have just kept talking about pooping. And then I lost them at the end. I started talking about slavery. I got a couple slavery jokes. And they usually do great. Not last night. Not last night. Win some, lose some. All right, man. Happy Sunday, man. Listen, we're rounding into 43 minutes. We got 10 eyeballs on us. Someone throw me a comment that's not retarded so I could talk about something for 15 more minutes. Please. Does anybody have anything exciting happening today? I'm just shooting content today. That has become my life. But I will say this. When I started wrapping my mind around the fact that as an entertainer, as a comedian, as an actor, I have to give away all my gifts, right? Because that's what being a content creator feels like. I came to Hollywood to become an actor, to work as an actor, right? Then I started doing comedy, to work as a comic. Then this whole social media thing started to explode. Content creators started to explode. And it never made sense to me. Because it was like, wait, you're just giving away all your shit? That don't make no sense to me. It didn't make any sense to me. It took me a while to wrap my mind around that, giving everything away. But now I get it. I'm locked in. I could say that I'm a content creator now because this is all I do and all I think about all day long. Almost to a fault because I did feel a little rusty on stage because I'm so focused on creating content, streaming, shooting sketches, posting sketches, figuring out the best time to post and the trials and all this other stuff, building pages. I'm so focused on that. I've been laxing on practicing my comedy, and I got a special coming up, so I gotta get back into like that schedule. Um, this just triggered me by one word. You said Orange County. I get that, Jay. I get that. You live in LA, you know Orange County could be wild, you know. But I'm not hanging out in Orange County. I'm not hanging out in Orange County. I'm going to games and I'm getting out of there. I don't really go down to Orange County very often at all. It is nice down there, I will say. It is nice. Yeah, I'm just gonna start banning a couple people, man, because I'm just like not in the mood for these like stupid ass questions. So someone just got a little ban. Um, are you my dad? My mom said there's a good chance you're my father. What's her name? You feel me? It could be shit. I might be. You understand? Back in my day, I was a boy around town. You understand? Getting it in. I look like I hang out with kids. Okay, we hit the 46-minute mark. We got some weirdos in the chat. Bound to happen. Gonna give attention where attention is due. Weirdos in the chat, don't piss me off too much. I have banned 2 people already, and yeah, sometimes it feels like a video game. Just clicking that ban button, you know what I'm saying? That feels fun, you know? I know you want me to crash out. Not going to happen today. I'm too tired. I'm too tired for the crash out. I need another cup of coffee. I need another cup. I'm really trying to make it to this the 60-minute mark, but I feel like I got to get off of here. Go take a shower and get on with my day. You just want to know. So, okay, we'll spend the last few minutes on these retarded comments. So, a LA Dodgers hat, a hoodie, and a tank top is dressing like you're still in high school at 9:48 in the morning. How should an adult dress at 9:48 in the morning? Suit and tie? The fuck you talking about? Do you feel as retarded as you sound? That's the real question. That's what I want to know. Do you feel that? You gotta feel it. I mean, if you don't feel it, that's the biggest problem for you because you're running around town. Because I know you're not. You got to go outside sooner or later. I know you're a troll. You're probably an incel. You know, you're hiding on the internet, saying weird stuff to random people you've never met. But you got to go outside sometime. And I just imagine you going outside and saying the same kind of retarded stuff to people in the wild, and they looking at you like, man, go back inside. And it's just this ping pong of like people telling you to go outside and then people telling you to go back inside because you're not prepared to be outside. Figure it out, bro. Figure it out. Figure it out. What are we talking about? Man, we've been talking about a lot and a lot of nothing. it's been one of those streams. I don't even know what we're talking about. Mainly, I kind of talk about my day, the day that I had, previous day, you know, triggers. I'm only getting triggered by the chat right now. I mean, this is the Triggered Yogi live stream, but right now I'm only getting triggered by the chat. I've actually been really untriggered in the wild off of the internet. I've been untriggered. Things have been going really well. I've had a great week. Um, I guess the only thing that really triggered me was yesterday when my son took the bait from his friends telling him to try a ridiculous dunk that he knew he could not do. He took the bait, and that triggers me because I remember feeling pressured to do things and not understanding that a lot of my friends were actually setting me up to look like an idiot, and times I would take the bait. Um, we're talking about why he dresses to impress kids, bro. I dress like I'm gonna spend a little time. I'm gonna spend a little time on you. Um, you don't like the way I dress, and that's fine. Okay. There's some things about how you operate, and I don't even see you, but there's some things about how you operate that I don't like, right? And that's fine. That's reality of just being amongst people that are different, right? I don't feel like I dress like a kid. I'm wearing a baseball hat and a sweatshirt, and it's open. It's in the morning. I roll out of bed and I jump on this stream. But I also understand you're looking for things to try, kind of like be mean about, you know, because that's going to make you feel better. You know, if you find something to try to be mean to some random person about, and you know it's Sunday, I'm going to let you have it. I want you to feel better about yourself, you know, because you need it more than I do. I got my shit is fucking popping, my boy or my girl. I don't know. Like, have you seen the studio? Let me take you around. Let me take you around. You know what I'm saying? This is Yoga Leroy Studios. This is the stage. I've been building this studio for um, the last few years. So it's a podcast studio. This is a full service studio where, you know, creators can come and shoot their live shows. They could podcast. They could really do whatever they want. I got 2 AI cameras here. I got 3 DLSR cameras. I got 6 mics. And yeah. So, what's your name? Krusty Cheese? Krusty Cheese. I know you need a reaction when you're on the internet and you're trying to troll. I know you need a reaction, but my life is too good. So little weird insults like, "Oh, he dresses like a kid," that does not. It's just I'm the wrong guy. My shit's popping. Like I'm just the wrong guy for it. I'm just the wrong guy for it. Just regular clothes, baby. And your Sunday's best for the Lord. Yeah, man. I mean, I really got to start prioritizing. I was going to say jail. Why? Why was I going to say jail? Church. You know, like I have, yo, what up, 313? I have gotten a little busy and, uh, and, uh, and yeah. Hey, Krusty Cheese, gonna give you one more shot to fix your tone, or you're gonna be the third person banned from the chat. Because at this point, you're just annoying. You know what I'm saying? Um, Why would you feel pressured when you should be confident and you don't worry about their? Why would I feel pressured about what? Pressured. Oh, I'm talking about my son. Did you miss that? I was talking about my son. And I was talking about my son feeling pressured with his friends to do certain things. And I had that experience when I was a kid, wanting to fit in with kids and friends gassing you up to do things, thinking, but like when you're that age, you think this is gonna get me some points. But really it's a setup. Really they're just setting you up. They want you to look stupid. So that's what I was talking about. A few years ago. Oh boy. I come into people's stream and try and because I don't believe. Okay. All right, man. Crusty Cheese, I'll tell you what. You're one of the guys I wouldn't mind fighting in real life. I'll tell you that. So I think you have accomplished your goal because this is my crash out for the day. This is it. This is as much as you're gonna get. Um, this is as much as you're gonna get. It's my crash out. I would love to fist fight you. Would love it. It would make my week. You're just one of those guys. Um, and I think I'm gonna ban you now. You did contribute though. It's hard. I'm gonna let you live. You win. You're on the internet. You're a troll. You're a loser. That's the problem with you trolls. You have no sense of reality. You don't win, but you don't get that. Which that's how delusion works. That's how delusion works. But I do understand like that's how you trolls are really like collecting I'm starting to get like you guys do feel like this is a video game, like whoever bans you feel like that's what gets the endorphins going. Golly, man, get out, go outside, get some fresh air, bro. There's better, the life is better than this, you know what I'm saying? Life is better than all that. It's got to be. I'm gonna let you live, Krusty, because I think I believe in you, bro. Like you're gonna figure it out. I mean, I've had a troll that has trolled harder than you on here, and I let him live, and now we're besties. His name's Axel Foley. I haven't seen him today, but now he pops on every now and then, and it's healthy. So I'm gonna let you live, Krusty. Um, I mean, Cressy was really going in. He was really trying. He was really trying. Yeah. But, like if you read some of these comments, it sounds like a 13-year-old boy. Like this. Oh no, I'm so triggered. You know, let me see. Holy shit, this old nigga with baseball hat has two AI. You sound like a 13-year-old kid. Like, so I know that you're some 13-year-old. I don't even think you're black. I think you're white. Black dudes wouldn't put what is that, a whale? What is that, a fish? What is your profile picture? If I ever let somebody's little 13-year-old white kid get me all hot and bothered by these little internet words, I'll kill myself. Goddamn. Absolutely not. But I'll tell you what I will do. You pull up to the studio, Yoga Leroy Studios, um, which is in Van Nuys. It's not hard to find. You could Google it. You pull up to my studio, and I will beat your fucking ass with a nice leather belt like your parents should have done. I'll give you a good, loving ass whooping, Krusty. You need that. You need that. You need a good, loving ass whooping. And then I'll make you pancakes afterwards, and we'll watch fucking cartoons, man. And we'll bond like you clearly don't have a dad. So that's what I'll do for you. That's what I'll do for you. All right, man, we did it. We did it. We made it to an hour. Hour and one. And I'm happy about it. I got some shit going on today. I want to shout out to the people that popped on the stream. Jay Hud, appreciate you, bro. Krusty, go fuck yourself. Who else we got? 313, holla at the kid. JD, what's happening? Dixie, appreciate you. Smooth, appreciate you. The chat was active. No Cap Fox, thanks for dropping by. Hollywood, you were a troll, but it's fine. Let you live. Vixen, you were a troll, but it's fine. Let you live. Cool, man. We did it, man. You guys have a fantastic Sunday. And I'll see you tomorrow. Same trigger time, same trigger channel. Peace.